It's time again for our scarf of the week, and today we're making a crochet scarf. This is it right here, and this is a really simple but beautiful scarf, and it's interesting for a few reasons. It's made with this self-striping yarn, which creates this really lovely color change effect, but it's also crocheted on the bias, which means that the stitches are going diagonally. So it's just kind of a nice little detail, and the way that bias effect is achieved is by working decreases and on this side and increases on this side, and that's what makes the stitches slant on the bias. So let me show you how to do that. Here I've got a little sample that I'm working on, and I'm going to work one of the rows that have the decrease at the beginning and increase at the end, and that will show you how it begins to take its shape. So I'm going to do a chain one and then a single crochet decrease. And to do a single crochet decrease, I will begin to work a single crochet in the next stitch, pull up a loop, but instead of yarning over and completing the stitch, I'm just going to leave those loops on the hook and begin to work a single crochet in the next stitch, pull up a loop, and then I will yarn over and complete those two stitches into one. So now I've decreased 2 stitches to 1 stitch. Then I will single crochet the rest of the way across. And then I'm going to increase when I get to the last stitch of the row. And to increase, I'm just going to work 2 single crochets into the same stitch. So here we are at the end, and I'm going to work 1 and then 2 single crochets right in the same spot. And what that's going to do is just continue, if we continue working, it'll just keep making the stitches keep slanting in this direction. So we'll get that bias effect. Now I'm going to show you row 4 of the stitch pattern, which has these open stitches. It's almost like a filet crochet for just that one row. And that just gives you a little bit of a subtle lace effect in this scarf. And it's really easy to do. We're going to chain 2, half double crochet in the first single crochet, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to skip the next stitch, half double crochet into the next one. So here's the one we're skipping, we're going to work into this one. We're going to chain 1, skip the next stitch, half double crochet into the following stitch, and that's it. Chain 1, skip 1, half double crochet into the next stitch. And that creates this nice little open pattern that just creates a really subtle kind of lacy effect and really helps give some nice drape to this scarf. And now the next row is another row where we do the increases and decreases at the beginning and end of the row to continue the shaping. So we're just going to take a look at that one more time. And you can really see here how the scarf is really taking on that diagonal shape. So I'm going to chain 1 and single crochet 2 together. So again, I'm going to begin a single crochet but not finish it, then go to the next stitch, begin a single crochet, pull up a loop, and then I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. And now we've turned 2 single crochets into 1. And then I would just continue to single crochet across the row. So you can see these are really simple stitches. Single crochets, half double crochets, chains. So, you know, if you're just a beginner, this would be a great scarf to try to really just start to take your skills up a notch. This is just a little more complicated than your average beginner scarf. Here I am at the end, and here I would work 2 single crochets into the last stitch, again, just to continue that shaping. And that's it. So this really is a good one for beefing up your skills if you're a beginner crocheter. This will help you just kind of try something a little more advanced without taking on too much of a challenge. So give it a try.